Alright folks, here we go. Solving rational inequalities. This one says x plus 1 all over x plus 2 greater than or equal to 2. I don't want it greater than or equal to 2. I want it greater than or equal to 0. Whatever will I do? Well, let's check. It says get one side equal to 0 and the other side into a single rational equation. Okay, so let's move this 2 over here. Okay, you can't just multiply that into the top or like squash it in. So I've got x plus 1 all over x plus 3 minus 2 over 1. You're like, why'd you put the 2 over 1? Well, because it's going to help us in a little while. Okay, so now I've got it still greater than or equal to, now it's 0. Okay, the problem is when you're adding or subtracting fractions, what do you know about the bottom? Yeah, the bottom has to be equal. So what I'm going to do, I need to get the bottoms the same, so x plus 3 and over here times 1. But does that change anything? Nope. So top and bottom, that's the identity property. There we go. So now I have everything is over x plus 3, still greater than or equal to 0. Alright, so on the top I've got x plus 1 minus 2x minus 6 because I distributed, oops, I grabbed the wrong thing. I distributed. Okay, that said, let's see what we've got. Now, what can I do across the top? Yeah, combine like terms. So I've got negative x minus 5 all over x plus 3. When's that going to be greater than or equal to 0? Well, so I got one side equal to 0 and the other side a single rational expression. Now, find any vertical asymptotes and zeros. Okay, I see a vertical asymptote here. So at x equals negative 3. And I see a 0 from the top in your final. So negative x equals negative 5. So I set that equal to 0. Negative x minus 5 equals, or no, is greater than or equal to 0. So I'm going to bring the negative over to there. I'm just adding it so I don't have to flip signs. But then I've got negative 5 greater than or equal to x. Alright, so I've got a 0 at negative 5. Ooh, that was great. Now what do I do? Ooh, I create a table. Alright, so I'm going to see how much room I have, and then, in the end, write the solution. Okay, so, here's what I know. Here's my cute little scale. I know that I have 2 zeros, or horizontal asymptotes. I have 2 points of interest. One at negative 5, one at negative 3. Okay, so then, that gives me negative infinity to negative 5. Negative 5 to negative 3, negative 3 to infinity. Okay, now I just do some test points. So let's try less than negative 5. How about negative 6? So negative 6 into this, I just plug that back in here just like I always would. So negative 6 minus 11 is negative. And negative 6 plus 3 is negative, so therefore positive. Let's go negative 4 in here. Alright. Negative 4 gives me negative 1. Over negative. So that gives me a positive. So positive, positive. And let's see, how about 0? Right, plug 0 in, 0 to the top there, gives me negative, 0 to the bottom gives me positive. Okay, so the first and the last. So where is it actually greater than or equal to? I want the pluses. So it's actually greater than or equal to at negative infinity, negative 5, union, negative 3, negative infinity. Alright, there's 2 more examples, but I gotta tell you, I'm so tired. I started falling asleep in the last one, so I'm going to stop for now, see what you can do with the rest. I love you. Have a good night. Do your math, and I'll be back on Friday.